What's up, Aries? This is going to be a love reading for the second half of June. This is for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I do offer personal readings. All the info for that's in the description box of the video. There's a wait for a reading with me, guys, so if you want to explore your options, I've put a link to my affiliates in the description box as well. Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom. They will offer you access to lots of amazing psychics and readers located all over the world at any given time. If you go through those links, Mystic Sense is going to give you your first 5-minute reading free. Spiritual Blossom also has a bonus offer, so check them out if you feel called to do so. And otherwise, if you'd like to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. So let's get started. Aries, I'm going to do a person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for the second half of June. For those of you that are new, I say potential because I'm a reader that incorporates the law of assumption, which essentially means it's just a checking in point on the current energies and the version of you and the version of said specific person and the connection that you have selected out of the infinite that are available right now. Creation is finished. You can have anything you want. Your desires are meant for you. Anything on the outside is a reflection of your current state of consciousness, who you are being, which is made up of your core subconscious beliefs, which are driving your thoughts, actions, inactions, reactions, assumptions, and selections, the version that you have selected and how that person is showing up. So they're just your mirror. They're you pushed out. And if you want them to change, you absolutely can. There's plenty of great coaches online. I've also posted some content on it. So check out Law of Assumption and techniques and shifting states. Everything can be tweaked and conformed and manifested, guys. Okay. All right. So let's look into Aries, the person on Aries' mind. How are they feeling about Aries as we move into the second half of June? Three of Pentacles. Could be connected to this person through a network or a work network. Ace of Cups. New love beginnings. High Priestess. Intuitive bond. Maybe you're in silence or you go through periods of silence with this person, but there's a new start. The Moon card in the reverse. The Six of Cups. They want to reconcile something with you. You have a history with this person, or there's memories that you guys have shared. Devil card. A lot of attraction, Aries. A lot of attraction, a lot of desires. There's something here that may need to be reconciled around secrets or things that were hidden coming to light. Maybe there's been some suspicion that needs to be kind of reconciled here. Six of Cups. There's a wanting to reconnect. Devil card can be temptations or addictions and things. So for some of you, that's the issue. Something here has been revealed, has come to light, and there's a need to kind of break free from the old and in doing that reconcile issues. I mean, Strength card, could be some ego clashes between you and this person. And Seven of Wands, defensiveness. There's maybe a defensive energy. Now that could be coming down to the past. Six of Cups, things that have happened where there's been suspicion or things have come to light. Maybe around temptations with that Devil card. So this can be like outside toxic influences or temptations or something like that. I mean, let me have a look at this Devil card. The Ten of Wands, there's a lot burdening this situation. They want to resolve it, let go of the burdens. And the Fool card in the upright. So there's a wanting to take that leap with the Strength card as well, to have courage to maybe let go of the burdens, leap onto a new cycle. There could have been some reckless behavior. When I'm seeing like the Fool and the Moon card in the reverse, this could have been foolishness, foolish behavior. And maybe it's weighing on the situation. So there's like a wanting to reconcile. Seven of Wands is persistence as well. Besides the defensive energy, I feel like this person wants to persist. Aries. And Empress card. They see potential to grow. They want to nurture this situation. You know, Empress card. This is a wife and a mother. So for some of you, that's playing into the situation. I do have a Three of Swords in the reverse. There could have been a lot of back and forth around a third party energy. That's just for some of you. Like hurt feelings in relation to a third party energy. I mean, for some of you, this person is trying to get over some kind of a level of disappointment or pain in relation to a third party. And that could be why there's been certain behavior, maybe back and forth not really going for it. I don't know, not having the courage to kind of go for it. There's been a lot of attraction and temptation, I feel, Aries, but I don't think this has been very committal. Like there's been harsh energy, there's been erratic energy, Knight of Swords. There could have been an abrupt ending or abrupt stop that has caused hurt feelings. That could be around secrecy. Some of you, you know, Queen of Wands is like the other person, and then we have an Empress card. Some of you are dealing with a situation where there's like commitments, and then there's, you know, this could be you, Aries, Queen of Wands, in a feminine energy. This could be the back and forth, juggling more than one option. Or there's like a toxic third party still in the mix that's tied into this. Like there could be children in the mix, etc. Right? So I know I'm jumping around, guys, but it can apply differently to each of you. But either way, I mean, look, there's a wanting to get past all this baggage and back and forth. Financial matters also could be at play. Like there's been issues with instability around that, and that could be connected to children or third party energy. And there's defensiveness, I think, because of third party energy between the two of you. And the Moon card in the reverse, like secrets being revealed, or there was a lot hidden and now it's all come to light and they want to repair that. There's a burden here around that, okay? Strength card, also ego clashes. So again, guys, also with the Moon, this is fears. So whether it's founded or unfounded, like the Seven of Swords hasn't come out yet, but there could be a lot of suspicion around third party energy. Now, if this person is the one that's very defensive, Aries, they could have a fear that you're not being honest with them, etc., or that you're, you know, not prioritizing them or juggling other options, and that's coming down to their story, okay? Now, I'm only identifying it because they're not a robot and they have their own fears and limiting beliefs, and behaviors and actions and inactions and reactions and assumptions. But Aries, I emphasize this in every reading. This is literally just for context, and you can walk away from this reading and fuck it in a bucket. If you want this person, you want them to show up differently, they can conform for you. If you select a new version of you and a new version of them, all circumstances don't really matter, okay? But right now, yeah, I don't know. There's an erratic energy, there's a harsh energy, there's a defensive energy, there's a lot of attraction, a lot of desire, but maybe a fear, and maybe some suspicion. And maybe there's an element of risk here with the Fool card. It feels like a risk to go for it. Maybe given your history. Or maybe there's third party, like exes that have, you know, this person could have been very hurt before, and so they feel like it's a risk to go for it. So they're, you know, there's a lot of this clashing and defensiveness. They could feel that way about you, Aries. Let me look at this Moon card in the reverse. The Judgment card. They want to have some kind of a second chance with you, though, Aries. This has come back around. There's also about accountability. For those of you where there has been stuff that's come to light, that's hurt, that's caused hurt between the two of you, this is wanting accountability or wanting to show accountability. Because there is this sense of happiness, Ten of Cups. Here, you know, the future vision, there just seems to be, I don't know, some toxic back and forth and maybe toxic behaviors and reactions. Not criticizing you, Aries, at all. It's just like the dynamic is what I'm picking up. Two of Swords, like it's very stark. There's been indecision, stuckness around commitment. I do feel like partly this person's hoping to have something stable and committed with you, but there's been stuckness to date. So that could have been what was causing a lot of defensiveness, a lot of reactions, assumptions about other people, founded or unfounded. This person, Queen of Cups, has a lot of love for you, Aries. Definitely passion and desire. Knight of Wands, however, there's been a lot of in and out. It's not been very stable, Aries. Two Knights on the table and Queen of Cups. Like this person in an upright Queen of Cups does love you, but maybe they feel that to date, you and them, it's been more attraction and chemistry. I pointed that out before, and maybe less commitment and stability. I'm not blaming you, Aries. That could be on their end as well, because maybe they're very erratic or they make a lot of assumptions because of their story and their past. It's just the one version that's going on. That could be triggering you, Aries, where you're feeling not chosen. You're feeling like they're not showing up. Maybe you have suspicion. So it could be ping-ponged back and forth. Like this person could be making assumptions, be defensive. Then you could be defensive based on your assumptions about their behaviors. So again, guys, if you change who you're being, which then changes your assumptions, and you select new version of that person, holding them in that vision of them being that version of the person, they will show up. They're just a mirror, so they must conform. The mirror must show up according to what you're assuming. They want to work through things. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. If there's been issues to do with third parties, maybe they want to work through that issue. Some of you are connected through friends or other people. Some of you are connected through your work and career, but like this is also about maybe going out, having fun. There's a comeback round energy with this Judgment card, so make what you will with it. 8 of Cups as well coming out after the 3 of Cups. This tells me this is like coming back together after a disconnect or a feeling of turning your backs on one another. It's also potential to walk away from third parties if there's been non-committal and just sort of in and out and whatever. It just seems like it's just been confusing. I don't think you've been in a commitment with this person, Aries. I just feel like this is a lot of confusion and other energies and potentially commitments like outside, more I'm talking about like children and finances and things, but that's for some of you. But there's potential here to nurture and grow the situation. So yeah, I mean, look, Aries, let's look at your side of the street. Leo, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius. Yeah. Let's look at you, Aries. How do you feel? You've got the Devil card as well. It's on the bottom of the deck. So a lot of desire, a lot of attraction, maybe a lot of fears that are being ping-ponged back and forth. It's obsessive energy. So maybe you're mutually obsessed with one another. But this can also be codependent patterns. Maybe there's a bit of this in, out, anxious, avoidant, runner, chaser. One comes in, the other one pushes back, then vice versa. Fear, essentially. It always comes down to fear. Let's have a look. Yeah, you've got the Empress card in the reverse. So Aries, you're not sure that this can grow. And then King of Cups. So Aries, there's a King and a Queen of Cups. So you know, you are a match in the heart space. There's mutual love, but there's a lot of this defensiveness, and I think maybe mask wearing that is like getting in the way of this, the potential. 8 of Swords. So this is like not giving you shit, Aries, seriously, but it is more helpful. This is actually more relevant than their side of the street, honestly, guys. When you look into Law of Assumption, it will make sense. You're the god of your reality. Everyone is going to show up according to what, you know, they're a character in the show. If you assign them the role of the villain, knowingly or unknowingly, subconsciously or consciously, they're going to show up that way. And if you assign them a different role, a different version, they're going to show up that way. But right now, you've got this 8 of Swords. You're trapped in your mind. This can be limiting beliefs. Part of you maybe feels like you can't move on and you can't move forward. You can't get them off your mind. 7 of Wands, but in the reverse, there's been a lot of defensiveness. Maybe you partly don't want to persist with this, but then I saw the Devil card when I was shuffling, so maybe this is also triggering your limiting beliefs and some fears, or maybe there's an intense attraction and you're still kind of stuck on it. 2 of Wands, it's crossroads, this way or that way, indecision, uncertainty. Maybe you're waiting for this person to choose or decide. So guys, if you wait and then you get frustrated, it's like you're anchored into an old version of the connection and your assumption is they're not choosing, they don't want me, there's other people, whatever it is, I can't trust, because maybe the way that they're showing up, it's triggering that story that you have or reflecting back your assumptions. So again, guys, for those of you that this is actually helpful for and is relevant to, you can actually just get rid of all of this, the old version, and make the assumption that you're in a committed, stable relationship with this person or whatever the hell it is that you want, and get out of the mind what's going on, the limiting beliefs. Okay, but this has got you trapped in the mind. King of Pentacles, the Moon in the reverse from 2 different decks. So it's like fear on fear, and it's also this kind of element, you know, the Moon in the reverse, if I'm going to read it more from like the spiritual aspect, guys, the shadow. So there's something in the shadow that's coming to light that might need to be worked through in order to move in a better direction, and manifest this differently, right? But the Moon card in the reverse is a triggering. Maybe it's like the inner child stuff. That is the Moon. So you both maybe are mirroring each other's inner child stuff. You don't have to wait for them to heal, guys. If there's a healthy, healed version of you, or one that doesn't have this limiting belief, which you can select and it's a shift in your self-concept and that state of consciousness that doesn't have that limiting belief. There's absolutely that version that will show up differently, okay? And I don't care who agrees or doesn't agree, okay? King of Pentacles. All right, so part of you thinks that, you know, Two of Wands. There's fear here because there's a lot of this kind of, you know, some of you, yes, there's been stuff that's been revealed and maybe that's triggered you, or back and forth. There's been things that have come to light and then that's on your mind. But for those of you that want to move ahead and actually do want the other direction, because the King of Pentacles energy would be about stability, commitment, loyalty. Maybe there's been questions around loyalty. Things don't look like they've been very clear. But the Two of Wands is like choices, which direction forward. So potentially you think maybe this could be something committed and stable, but then there's a lot of fears and a lot of maybe negativity, ping pongs back and forth. Queen of Cups. Double Queen of Cups, guys. Queen of Cups on both sides, but then we've got Three of Cups. Oh my gosh, guys. Queen of Cups, Three of Cups is sitting next to one another on this side. Queen of Cups, Three of Cups here. So some of you, Aries, Two of Wands, you're at a crossroads either because you feel that this person has other energies around them, but there is this emotional connection between the two of you. You're just not feeling very chosen. Or some of you might be stuck on this person, but also have other opportunities or options. It's up to you. There also could be some shade that's come out because of friends. That's where the dramas come in, maybe, you know, caused defensiveness or testing the strength of the connection in some kind of way. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. There's a sense of feeling left out in the cold or disconnected, maybe due to other influences or options. Four of Pentacles, part of you still kind of holding on. Some of you, this is triggering insecurity, or you feel like this person, they hold on, but they hold back. They're not giving you everything. And so that's triggering that moon, the shadow. Maybe you're feeling like not enough or not chosen. So I'm only pointing this out, guys, to make it easier for you then to go and select the version of you that is chosen, that is enough. Whether you want to select a new version of this person and have them show up and confirm and mirror back to you what you're assuming and who you are being. Or if you don't want to, it's still showing you something that you want to get out of. You want to get out of this limiting belief about self so you can manifest a different connection, a better connection, if you think it's better or if you want better. Anyway, guys, I hope that made sense. Ace of Pentacles. And part of you wants a new beginning that's committed with this person, but Two of Swords. You both have Two of Swords, Aries. Stuck. The blindfolds on, indecision. And then we've got Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there's issues here, like it's stuck when it comes to a King and Queen of Pentacles. If that were to move ahead in the right way, that's like a power couple, and they're both loyal, stable, committed to one another. And you see opportunity there, but it's like something has to end in order to move ahead, right? Like, and I think it's up to you to, and again, not because I'm blaming or victim shaming, guys, like if you want it, you can shift the dynamic by creating a new story, selecting a new version of you and them. But the Death card, there's opportunity to transform. There's also you potentially just ending it. Death card, right? Some of you are looking at other opportunity, as I said. I mean, there's Four of Cups, disappointment, and Seven of Swords. It's like a feeling of not being honest, them not being honest, or avoidance issues. So some of you, there's also a lot of like this lack of clarity and assumptions about one another. Maybe there are toxic people in the mix, other energies, but maybe it's not so much, you know, like it's a reflection of a story, like you can't trust, or this person is a liar or a cheater or whatever. I mean, there's just avoidance. It could be that the energy's just been very hot, cold, in, out. Even hot and cold behavior, guys, you can manifest that away when you shift. Look at Sammy Ingram, Dylan James, Kim Velez, manifesting with Kimberly. So they'll explain it to you. Everything on the outside is just a reflection of your assumptions and your beliefs about self, and then how this person shows up. Then you have supporting evidence by certain behaviors that you're filtering through that state of consciousness. They're showing up in a way, then it's like confirming those beliefs. You're getting triggered, then you assume that they're going to show up that way, and then it's just cycles, okay? The Judgment card, you both have the Judgment card. You both want a second chance or a comeback round. For those of you for whom this reading is relevant or accurate, right? There's an opportunity here for a revival on both ends. You kind of want that. Also partly, again, accountability. So this is like maybe being honest with one another, or if there has been an issue, maybe there's a sense of wanting to clear the air, but you feel like they're a soul connection, Two of Cups. So one thing I would say is getting anchored into the old story and the old version and going round and round with the old assumptions isn't necessarily the best way to have or manifest the better version of the connection. So it might require letting go of the old story, but you both have Judgment cards. So there's some kind of a resurrection here, and the way that that will go will depend on assumptions. Okay, guys? Let me have a look at this person, how they're feeling about you. Like there's a lot of this defensive energy, but then there's warmth and wanting to reconnect, and partly this person sees you as the future and sees you as happiness. Let me see, unfinished business. Forgiveness, reconciliation, proposal, Six of Cups. Toxic people, guys. Can't make it up. The cards are always on point, but they're very accurate for the current circumstances and versions, right, of you and the person. Addictions, bad advice, wrong crowd, contemplation, unsure choices, decisions, court. Something about secrets exposed, surprised, shocked. Make what you will of that, guys. And then I have intimacy, chemistry, missing you, passion, coming into union. With a lot here around addictions, roller coaster, addictions, toxic connection. So this is where maybe things are being ping-ponged back and forth, or there's toxic people, addictions, bad influences, that's then causing reactions and drama, roller coaster. There's opportunity for proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation, desire. A lot of attraction, guys, and I pointed that out from the beginning. What does this person want to come in with now? Okay, stringing along. I mean, are they intentionally stringing you along, or do they feel you string them along and they respond by stringing you along? Like, it could just be, again, like a lot of assumptions and bad energies that are interfering in this situation, or old stories, right? Like if this person has had a lot of heartbreak or toxicity, they could be projecting that onto you, Aries. Likewise, again, that could be you, and then they're showing up that way, and then it's going round and round, like you're both sort of in a lower state of consciousness. Jealousy. There's jealousy issues, and then it says rumors, pettiness. I'm really feeling, talking behind back, I really feel like there's other people in the mix here that have kind of stirred the pot in some kind of a way. Exes or other potential options, or friends. Observing, so obsessed with you, keeping an eye on you, social media stalking, and then we have Muse, emotional bond, which I pointed out. So Aries, so the ones of you that believe that this person loves you and feel the bond, and you want this to change, and you don't want to keep going with the old toxic cycle, you absolutely can have the person that is just embodying that aspect of you. The part that feels loved is true, and then the part that feels rejected, or there's this toxic element where you can revise that or you can shift it. Sorry guys, I hope it helps some of you that are kind of catching my drift. Okay, getting to know each other. So the moon and the moon, there's been a lot of mask wearing. Getting to know each other, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. A lot of a wall up, a lot of defensiveness. So getting to know each other. There is opportunity here to deepen the bond. Soulmate. This could be the one. They have the 10 of Cups for you. Healing family issues, guys. What did I say? I mean, for some of you, there's third parties and families, like exes and whatever. But for most of you, moon card in the reverse with moon card in the reverse, they are a mirror to you of shadow stuff that's being triggered. Maybe not feeling good enough, being on the defense because, the mirror is showing up with a behavior like anxious avoidant, something like that, right? So this is coming down to maybe the past and old issues that have been in the subconscious for a while, okay? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. There is opportunity here for love and the healed version of this, okay? So For those of you that want to go and do some work into the law, you can absolutely shift this. There is a strong connection here. In the very least, you want to break free, Aries. The Eight of Swords is you being trapped in your mind, and this can be a lot of negative self-concept issues or limiting beliefs or fears coming up. So I encourage you anyway to look at self-concept and shifting that so you can manifest more of what you really desire. Okay? All right, Aries, I hope that that resonated for you. And if so, you can give me a like and a comment, please. And I'll check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.